What is going on, everybody? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Um, I was late again, and I promise I'm not normally late like this, but it was for a good reason. So I was my friend who like lives maybe like 40 minutes away. He's the friend who I told y'all like a few weeks ago. I went to a baby shower and there was like valet like parking. So that friend, they're moving. Okay. So they're moving from like maybe an hour and a half outside of the city to like into the city, right? And they have like this like country or like I don't know what they call it, like a weekend home. It's basically what it's called. And so they're moving back to the city, and so they're selling a ton of stuff. And so and instead of being like, "Hey, can I like have it?" Right? He's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be selling like a lot of stuff," and I'm talking like a lot of stuff, like, and so I was like, so they did this thing where it's like an auction, like it's on a site, and so normally auctions would be like, "Hey, it's 8 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna end the auction at 8 p.m. Eastern," right? Well, it's not like that. It's like the auction happens, and then if a new bid comes in with 5 minutes to go, that then it resets to five with 5 more minutes. So like it could be like eight, it could be like 7:59, and then like 1 minute happens, and it's like, okay, it's now 5 more minutes. And so that's what I've been doing over the last like 40 minutes. And it's for these special like chairs, to get those. There's also some other stuff like I wanted, my mom wanted, my brother wanted, but we've been losing the like gradually as we kept losing some of the other. There's like the top 5 things I wanted. So that's what I was doing. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Sounds like a yard. Yeah, it was like a yard sale. But he had like really like nice, like really nice stuff. Like he has like a 12-foot or a 10-foot restoration hardware table, and like that normally goes for like $5,000, right? And so no, the table would probably go for like three. This goes for like $3,000, and so I think it's sold for like 800. So like if you like, it's stuff like that that normally would be like $2,000 chair sells for $400, or like $800 chair sells for 200. It was like that. So and then he had some like antique stuff and some other stuff. So hopefully, I think I won. Hopefully I won. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I put my bid history. I put all my bids in. I knew what I wanted, and so now it's just like um now it's just seeing, I guess, if I won like the things I wanted. Um oh no. There's something like my mom wanted. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta put something in. All right. If it goes over that, we're not gonna do it. All right. And they're okay deals. And I really shouldn't be spending money right now. That's the thing. I really shouldn't. Yeah, no, they were pretty. It was like a leather. It's like one of those ergonomic chairs. So it was like one of those things. So, and then he had like some antique stuff, and so I put some pretty solid bids in for that. But yeah, I really should not be spending the money on some of this stuff. Like, I just shouldn't. But oh well. Oh well. Well, you only live once. All right. All right. All right. All right. How are y'all doing today? A lot of trailers. Gamescom came out. A lot of trailers. Some pretty good ones. There's one that I'm sure Crow and Rouser have already seen, but it's kind of like Diablo. Well, that's what I actually didn't see it live during Gamescom. I saw it on someone else's channel, and they're like, it's kind of like Diablo, but and so that's kind of one of the ones that I wanted. We'll see today. We got some news. Today's obviously the big Grand Theft Auto 6 or 5.5 or Grand Theft Auto DLC was released today. So that happened today on Netflix. Anybody watch that live on Netflix, by the way? I didn't. I totally forgot about it, and I watched it, like, maybe an hour ago. Let's get some music going. Um, so yeah, so, like, that's what's been going on. That's what's been going on in my life. Um, but yeah, so anybody let me know if you watched it, and if not, we're not gonna watch the whole thing, but we'll talk about it. Overall, I'll say it like this. I'll say it like this before I'm giving little 4 items now. Oh, they're doing stuff. Um, I'll say this about Grand Theft Auto 6, and then we'll do the rage click stuff if someone comes in. I didn't pre-order it. Of course you would, Ambi. I actually thought it looked decent. Like, as far as like a story, um, I wish Cyberpunk was third person because, like, as I was watching it, I was like, oh, like I can, like, I see my character, like the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. I was like, oh, that looks fine. Um, and so yeah, that's what immediately came to my mind is like, hopefully um some of the other, I would hope more games do like third person and stuff, but yeah. Is Chariot Man here? Oh my goodness, Chariot Man. Y'all, I did not know this, but we're gonna watch a trailer for it. Or we got some news on it. But Chariot Man, I just saw your video on Dust Bloods. So the Elden Rings. So we're going to talk about a little bit about Elden Ring on Switch 2, and then Dust Bloods is obviously the From Software game on Switch 2. Chariot Man did a review. He was part of the playtest for it. He said it was super fun. Or he just said it was like the real thing. So yeah, we're gonna maybe show a little bit of that. But I was watching Chariot Man before this. So what's going on, Chariot Man? Alrighty. But no questions came in last week. Cowboy watched the show, and he didn't ask any questions. But as y'all know, if you leave a comment on one of the videos, I will not only answer it in the chat, but I will answer it on stream. Alrighty. But here we go. You know what? We have so many trailers. Let's get started with the trailer. How about that? We got so many trailers. Let's start with the trailer. That also probably means, and I like this beat too. I kind of like this beat. All right, but let's start with the trailer. All right, and they're kind of all over the place. I don't have any like rhyme or reason to these, but let's go. Let's start. It looked cool, right? Yeah, I thought it looked pretty cool too. I like the colors in it. The thing is, and so I guess this is what PC people always say. Like they always like, um, all the Metroidvanias always like all the new ones. Probably half of the new Metroidvanias I see come out on PC. which I guess that makes sense in a way. Um, but I always thought like consoles were like more of a Metroidvania scene, but maybe there's a huge PC Metroidvania scene. But yeah, so that was that one. Looked pretty cool, looked pretty fun. Like I said, I have a lot of trailers, so we'll definitely get into some of them as the show goes on. Um, and if there's any like particular one that y'all wanted to look at, please let me know, and we'll go look at it. All right. Okay. With that said, okay, here we go. Um, Thinking of consoles. Here's the article. If you thought console prices were too high, things could get even worse. So, you're going to love this because I know a lot of y'all are fans of this individual. The president of the United States has put tariffs on, or is proposing tariffs on gaming hardware. I don't really, this one, it wouldn't be the first time. So, like, if y'all remember back in 2018, 2019, he proposed something very similar. So this isn't like, oh, this is the first time he's ever done this. Like he actually did propose this at one time. And so I think this is just, another this is just like him doing it again. And that time, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft were able to push back or delay them. So I believe this is the same thing. If I had a guess, the reason he's doing this is he's trying to target specific companies that have like a specific product. He can put a tariff on that and he can then extract whatever he's trying to extract from them, right? Like it's probably some form of concession. Maybe it's like a job promise, or maybe to build things in the United States. Which again, these types of supply line things take a lot of time. So it, to me, if I had to put it all together, it's a playbook that we've seen with tariffs and this president. Well, in the prior administration, and yeah, like I think he's trying to get points, score points, but to redo a supply line takes quite a bit of time. So I don't know if he's going to do that. Tariffs on digital games. Definitely a lot of good looking games from GameStop. Did you watch them all, Roster? Is there one that you specifically liked? Oh, Auna. All right, we'll see if we have that one. Um, yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how they work. We'll see how they work. I really don't think he knows what he's doing. Oh, Rouster, come on. He knows a little bit. He knows a little bit. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. But yeah, so that's what's going on that front. Um so yeah, I don't know what to say on this anymore. If they actually get enacted, I'll probably hit on this a little bit more, but I think the reason why I'm not so focused on this exact one just has to do with the fact that we've seen this before, and I think this is just it going again. So yeah, I didn't watch it that much. You didn't? Okay. Another thing that's coming out. Let me do a little bit of music. I want to do music here, and then I don't want to do music. The class action lawsuit coming out towards Amazon after introducing opt-out settings that use your streamers' content to train AI. So this is basically because people didn't realize that Amazon is automatically training your, if you stream on Twitch, what I think several of you all do. They're saying that it should be an opt-in, not an opt-out, for your content to be used for AI. For Google, I honestly don't know if they've done it for YouTube. I think they have, but I don't know. But yeah, if they haven't, I would imagine class action coming to a YouTube near you. But I continue to tell people all all the interaction, whether it's on Netflix, whether it's on any social media platform, uh, it's for the data, right? And obviously the data here is to train models before it's to get your information. And a couple of times before that, it was to, yeah, it, sell you stuff. And now you're training things for them. Hey, Daytona, why the news? We have a racing game for y'all. I went bro, I was at the deli today and the people behind the counter were talking about GTA 6 and watching gameplay on their phones. Well, they got me my Colby Jack cheese slices. They said they've been waiting. Really? I mean, it's big. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do like my clickbait, rage bait thumbnail. I'm still going to do that. And I still think I actually feel like I have more things to even say about it. Because actually, after seeing Grand Theft Auto 6, the gameplay, it looks like a similar mechanic. It does look like I don't know. It's like the title of the stream says. Is it a Vice City remaster or is it a new game? You know what I mean? Like tell me what like if that's 10 years and that's what you came out with, like I guess that does make it a remaster, right? That's about when we get remasters. They're doing Ocarina of Time remake. So why isn't it a remaster? Also, back when the 67 meme was big, I remember 67. This deli worker said 67 and did the hand motion. What is the hand motion? I've never seen the hand motion. I just know I think we talked about this last year. I don't know what the hand motion is. But yeah. But okay. Here we go. We got some more stuff. More things coming. And talking about GTA 6, like I said, we have a lot of trailers today. I got a lot of trailers. Rockstar knows the pressure's on for GTA 6 to be a success. Yeah, they should. But you know what? I don't know if the success is going to be measured in the first week. I think the success is going to be measured probably in the first year. Like how many people are still engaged beyond the sales numbers, right? How many people are playing it on player counts compared to the prior player counts? I think that's what it's going to be looking like. But as far as a release goes, what were some of the biggest releases recently? Obviously, Cyberpunk flopped, right? But I can't think of another release this is probably the biggest release there is. And I would say I'm confident that it's not going to flop. It's like Tears of the Kingdom had really high expectations. I think they met their expectations. I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to meet their expectations. Alrighty. With that said, here we go. See what else do we have? Star Citizen. Squadron 42. This game was supposed to come out 2 years ago, so it seems like it's doing a Star Citizen type of deal. It insists and they're saying it's because of GTA 2027 or GTA 6. We're actually going to see another article that says it's not because of Grand Theft Auto 6, but this one they're saying they're delaying purely to give people a chance to play Grand Theft Auto 6. I think that's kind of weird because when I think of Squadron 42, I don't think of it as a PC game or a console game. But maybe they're saying that there's going to be so many gamers playing on console when GTA 6 comes out that yeah, that's what they're saying. I don't know. What do y'all think? It's with two hands in front of you, palm facing up, and you go Up and down while saying six like that? Like six like that? That's what it is? I know there are hand yeah, I didn't know that, but it's like that? No way. I think I would have noticed people saying something like that. You know what I mean? That can't be it. That can't be real. Yo, is that real? Can't be real. Can't be real. Can't be real. All right. I'm gonna look this up. While we get our next trailer, I'm gonna look this up. Let me see this as I do this. Um, is this? Let's see. There you go. It does looks like islets. I don't know if I played that one. What I have been noticing is I do think there are lots of like someone I think it was Marcus, and maybe I misread his post, but there's like a lot of games right now, like between um like last week, tomorrow Plague Tale's coming out, or like today Plague Tale came out. Like one of these days Plague Tale came out. And we have that. We have Orbitals coming out like next. That's the Nintendo game. Uh, Omnimusha or Omninusha. So I actually played the demo of that, and I do want to take a second to talk about this. So this is the game coming out from Capcom. It takes place in the same world that Knutsigami Path of the Goddess takes place in. Totally different gameplay, right? I mean, Animushu is more of like a hack and slash type of game, as where Knutsigami Path of the Goddess is more like a semi action adventure tower defense type of thing. What I like what they did with these two games is it's like the same world. You can definitely tell it's the same universe. It's the same mythology, if you will, which is Japanese mythology. For me, Animusha was a top 10 purple 26 in 26 game. And I will say that for me, it's not going to be a day one buy. So I did play the demo. It's just if I didn't. This isn't to say anything's bad about the game. I think for me, it just wasn't something where I'm like, oh, let me go back in and just play it. Let me just grind it. I will say that it felt like it seemed like there was a story in there, and so I'm not saying that it wouldn't pick up. It just felt a little bit like it felt like I was gonna have to like invest like a few hours before it hooked me. And that's just how I felt about it. But it seemed like it seemed like you're hacking things. It seemed like it had the right difficulty. There's definitely a story going on somewhere. So uh yeah, that's how I felt about Aminushu. If you've played Animusha, let me know what you think. Um I'm interested in Minecraft Dungeons too. Oh, really? Will debut live with RTV. Well, yeah, what is RTV? Live with Roster TV? What? That's weird. I never seen that. I think RTV is Russian TV. I think that's what it's stood for. I think I've seen that before. I like the first Minecraft Dungeon, but I got stuck in purchasing expansions wasn't something I wanted to do. Oh, you didn't want to do the Rebellica? she purchased a ton of expansions and DLC for Sims. Um, Thousands of dollars as she is. But I think when you've purchased that, I'm gonna have to ask her this one day. But when you've purchased that many expansion packs and DLC packs, I wonder if you ever like it becomes a thing like you're like, well, I can't miss this one. Animusha is my day zero. That and Phantom Blade Zero. Hey Joe, what's going on? So you did play it, the demo. I would love to hear more about why what your day zero. Because like it was for sure up there for it was a I'm pretty sure I put it as a Shades of Purple um top 10 for this year. Uh but for me it was like I think it's cuz it's like Orbitals is coming out, Phantom Blade Zero is coming out. I did like that. Like Phantom Blade Zero I did like that. And there may be one other game. There's like 3 games. Oh, no, Castlevania, it's not Castlevania. I won't be buying that. I think it was the Rayman game, Rayman Legends Retold. I think those are my 3 that I'm really looking at. Animusha, I didn't think it was bad. Like, there's some games where I'm like, this is Death Stranding. Okay, like Death Stranding, beautiful game. I walked around, Ghost came, and I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, there's a story here, and but at the same time, I don't know why I'm doing it. That's how Animusha is above that. Like there's a story there, the game plays a little bit better, but at the same time, I was like, I don't I don't know if I want to dive deep in this world right now. But I would love to hear more. See, I'm waiting for there's going to be a Switch 2 version of Castlevania, which may or may not matter. And what I mean by that is, did y'all see the Crazy Taxi gameplay? Nobody's seen the Crazy Taxi trailer. So, but going back to Castlevania, I got the what do you call it? What is that game called? Um, Joe Mushashi. I can't think of the name, but it's a ninja. It's like a ninja game. It came out last year, and it was in the Switch One version. And I didn't really notice any difference. And now this year they're coming out with a Switch 2 version. And so I am like, oh, maybe I should wait for the Switch 2 version of Castlevania. But I don't know. I play everything docked. So I don't know if that makes a difference in the Switch 1 version versus Switch 2 version. But yeah, so that's the only reason I may wait on Castlevania. It looked good, but I don't know. I kind of wish there was a classic graphics mode in the new Crazy Taxi. I Shinobi, yes, Shinobi, yeah. So I have Shinobi on when I bought it last year. I didn't realize there's like a difference, but now if you go to the Nintendo store, you'll see like Shinobi Switch 2 version, and I was like, oh, I didn't, I didn't know that was a thing. So yeah. Castlevania Belmont's Curse will be on Switch. It will. So that's what I'm saying. So when you go on Switch, though, roster, like on Scott's Switch 2, and you go to the store, it'll have the same game listed there. So great example is, I'm trying to think one that would have done this recently. I don't know. I would have to be on my Switch, but there's like games that launch. They'll have both a Switch One version and a Switch 2 version. And for for Shinobi, it was the Switch One version. And Castlevania right now, it's the Switch One version. They said I don't know why they're not doing a Switch 2 version right away, but yeah, that's what they said. So I don't know if it makes a difference, but I kind of just want to. I think I'll wait on this one as I play because I played Shinobi as it went, and it's coming right around Rayman, and I never played Rayman Legends, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I think I can wait. You know what I mean? So that's how I've reasoned it to myself personally. But who knows? Who knows? Um, So we'll see. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Let's see, wonderful people, wonderful people. Let's see any more things going on. Um, let's see, let's see, let's see. All right, all right, all right. Now this game showcase, and I feel like this is Zalek's game 100%. All right, so y'all can tell her I said that, but I could definitely see her playing this. And that is none other than Fable. However, uh, they're delaying the game, but they're not. This is the one I said. Remember, like the Squadron 47, they're saying like they are delaying because of Grand Theft Auto 6. Fable is saying they're delaying N not because of Grand Theft Auto 6. So it's getting delayed by about 5 months, February 23rd, 2027. I don't think anybody's really upset about this delay, right? October is a really, really packed month. November is another really, really packed month. Obviously, kind of hard to release things in December and January. So I think launching it into February, going into spring is a great time. But this one, like I was watching the gameplay as they were going through the city, and all I could think of is like, I can't wait to watch Zalek play it. So we'll see. I'll get it on Steam or Xbox. Still trying to decide. Oh yeah, yeah. It looked really great. Like it looked like a world. It looked like an actual world. Like it looked like a world to go explore, to go see things. And that's kind of, I guess, also same thing for Grand Theft Auto. There's a world to explore and to like look under every nook and cranny. So yeah, I definitely think that's pretty good. That's crap, but okay. I don't think many people care about Fable either way. What, Daytona? You don't think so? Here's why I feel bad for Fable. And when Zayla came on, I don't know, 7 months ago, let's say, when Zayla came on, and she was talking about it, the thing I kept thinking about was essentially, I'm the people who know about Fable are just older gamer, like your mid-30s crowd or your early 30s crowd as like the youngest, because Fable hasn't been around in a second. So it may literally be a franchise that they just didn't cultivate a solid fan base for. And that's why I give a lot of credit to Nintendo and Zelda, right? Because I feel like they've been able to not like if you played the first Zelda games, a lot of people are like, "Oh, Zelda is one of like Nintendo's biggest IPs." For sure now, but when you go back in time, Zelda was not like nowhere close as popular as Mario or Donkey Kong even. So what they did with that franchise is they kind of cultivated a fan base, and now you see it's probably their second most well-known franchise. And I think Xbox just didn't do the right thing with Fable. Like, Halo, I think there's Halo has other reasons. Gears of War, um, other things. I think the Forza games, they did a really good job there, but that's racing is kind of a sick like people come and I mean several of y'all are racing game people. But Fable, I felt like they needed to do more with that. And so I'm afraid I hope it does well, but it does seem like it may be a quiet launch. I played Fable 2 and 3 and I like 3 a lot. So maybe you'll like this one. Maybe you'll like this one. You know what I mean? Maybe you'll like this one. I wish I had gameplay. I might have gameplay of it. But yeah. All right. So, keeping with our trend of trying to get through as many trailers as possible. I'm gonna do this one. It's not a new game, but it is coming to Switch 2, and I'm excited for it. All right, here we go.
floating among the stars to space.
Thank you. Thank you for giving my life purpose.
Eve! I don't want to become one.
It is not an easy fight.
It's fine. I can do this alone.
Billy! Billy!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I always I mute myself when the trailers go on because because then you can hear me as the trailer's going on. But okay, Stellar Blade. All right, there we go. There we go. Stellar Blade. What I was saying essentially was was a PlayStation exclusive. Was originally an Xbox exclusive. Then it went to PlayStation because I guess they had a disagreement with Xbox, and now it's launching on Switch. And so I streamed this game about a year ago, maybe a little bit. No, it was about a year ago, I think. And the main thing about it was, I was like kind of looking at, I was basically, it was more or less like a joke for me to stream it. One second. I'm about to lose power on my my laptop. And so it was more like a joke, but to my surprise, I actually really liked it. Like it's a hack and slash. Had somewhat of a story. So she's a robot. I didn't know that. She's a robot though. It had somewhat of a story to it, but I really liked how the combat felt. Like there's a certain type of hack and slash action adventure type of game where it's like very fluid. Um, and in that had it. Like Black Myth Wukong has it, that has it. Darksiders 2 has it, not Darksiders 1, Darksiders 2. That just feels very like fluid in motion. And so yeah, right. What do you mean I'm making some great points? What are you saying? What I am? What what I Yeah, I agree on that one. Purple. What agree on what? Was it when I was muted? Was that what you were making about? Hey, Simpleton, what's going on? But no, I think like it just had really good fluid motion to it. So it is something I probably will be picking up on Nintendo. I was gonna pick it up on PlayStation, but well, actually, the PlayStation's hooked up now, so because I was playing it, but yeah, so that's Starblade. That's why I wanted to see it. All right, here we go. More news. More news. All right, here we go. Xbox and PlayStation appear to be publicly backing down from promoting multi-platform releases back to exclusives. Here's what I'm going to say about this. All right. Um, I don't think Xbox was the one, if you remember, everything is an Xbox, multi-platform release schedules and so forth. Xbox really leaned into that. PlayStation, on the other hand, for the most part, PlayStation didn't they obviously were saying they were going to be on PC. Um, but even they said that it was, like, tempered. So I will say that there is a little bit like, PlayStation never was going so hard on this. As much as this is obviously was Xbox's plan, I still think you're gonna see Xbox doing a multi-platform, release schedule, for no other reason than a lot of the exclusives that they had in their pipeline, uh, kind of are there's only so many they have. So we'll see. I know if you've been following the Xbox crew along, since 2022, they've had this huge roadmap, and I would really be curious to look at that roadmap again to see how many games have been canceled, how many games are multi-platform, how many games have we not just heard anything about, because that was a really source of pride for the Xbox community. But as far as just in general, I've always thought that it was I don't think there's a right way or a wrong way, right? I think you could do a multi-platform release or you could do just a uh exclusive release. What matters is do you have solid games, overall. And this kind of goes back to my thing about Fable, Halo, and Gears. Um I just don't know if they've cultivated those games the right way. Like, it seems a little bit repetitive. But let me know. Y'all can disagree with that. And let me take Fable out of that because we haven't had a lot of Fable games. But with Halo and Gears, I sometimes question, like, it just feels like the later games are missing that, I don't know, like that So we'll see. The decline in the Forza Horizon series started at Horizon 4. All right. With the game not being as good 1, 2, or 3, because up until that point, the quality and fun of the games kept going up. 4 really plateaued. Interesting. So tell me, like, when I hear this about like a racing game, I'm always interested when you say it plateaued. Like, what would make one Forza better than the other Forza? Like, besides tracks and maybe there's challenges, I don't know. I'm not a Forza type. Oh, I'm not a racing type. I do like what's the Hot Wheels one? I do like that one. And I like obviously like Sonic and Mario Kart. But I'm not like the more serious ones. I'm not too sure what separates them. PlayStation has zero reason to open up their ecosystem. They're printing money. Xbox needed to open up their ecosystem in order to bring in revenue. Definitely, Simpleton. We talked about it. I mean it. I think Xbox. It's a great. It has a lot of IP. I'm just not sure if they have the right team in place, and that's not a shot at Asia at all, as much as it's a shot at it's. It just seems like they've hollowed out the gaming side of Xbox, and it's like people who may like video games, but they're not like gamers. You know what I mean? And or they're not like gaming people. That's what I feel like about with Xbox right now. So if you're in that type of category, you're kind of like stuck in the middle of like two things. Like you your exclusives aren't strong enough to sell consoles, but your multi-plat games aren't strong enough to compete consistently with other AAA multi-plat games, right? And so I feel like it leaves this like limbo area. However, I think they've been very successful at creating a subscription service for gaming, right? And that's what they wanted to do. So, yeah, I think you have to take the good and the bad with that. Like whichever one like floats your boat. Uh that's how I feel about it. All right. What are y'all talking about? Rest in peace, Dolly Parton. Did she passed? She passed yesterday or 2 days ago. Um Also, uh other person, upstate New York, Hayden Panettiere died, which is kind of another that was a shocker to me. because she was young, but I guess, I mean, her parents, like, her brother died and then she dies, like, I can only imagine. But yeah, that was an I mean, we've had a couple of people. Also, the person who played in the Rocky Horror Picture Show passed away. A lot of people passing away. So yeah, I didn't realize she's from Tennessee. Yeah, Dolly World. Wasn't who was talking about Dolly World? Spartan. Um, Hot Wheels Unleashed. Yeah, I did like it. Scott streamed Hot Wheels Unleashed a few times. Did he get what's it called? Content strikes? I remember between Hot Wheels and Mafia, those 2 games, like, just, you know, so many content strikes between those 2. Uh, bro, we need another Scotty racing stream. I know we do. And Hot Wheels Unleashed. Do you play NASCAR with him though, Daytona? I mean, maybe he's waiting for NASCAR 27. Well, Mario Kart World with Alex on Saturday. Oh, I may join y'all on Saturday then. Yeah, Tim Curry, that's the one I mentioned. Emily, that's the one I mentioned. Yep. And I was actually sad about Hayden Steph. She went through so much, and I loved her work in various games. Yeah, I didn't realize she was such a voice actress. I feel I mean, right? Like, she came on the scene. I think she was in Remember the Titans, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought she did like a really solid job in that movie for a young actress. And then for her to kind of like one of the few, in my opinion, actresses that could go from like child actress through adulthood, right? Like, she did that. I think she was in like a Saturday night, um, or she was in I think it was the TV show was called Nashville. Like, it seemed like she had like a track record there. But yeah, super sad. Peter Cullen from Transformers. Peter Cullen. Who's Peter Cullen? No content strikes on Hot Wheels. Man, I had so many. I don't play NASCAR with Sky. Really? This YouTuber I watched was just invited to check out NASCAR 26 at Daytona today. He made a short about it. What do you think? Is it going to be good? Oh, I joined at the wrong time. Rebecca, no worries. Rebecca, we wanted to ask you a question actually. And what that is you've bought every Sims add-on, DLC, and whatever. Is the fact that you bought every single one up until now, does that put pressure on you to continue to buy the next one? Or is that basically, or do you have like a standard? Are you like, no, this one I will not buy ever? Or is it just like, you know what I mean? I meant to ask you that. Yes. Oh, it does put a pressure on you. Oh my goodness. Peter Cullen is the voice for Optimus. Oh wow. Man. So Transformers, like the movies, came out when I was in the army deployed. Like, not to say that's an excuse to not watch it, but that's kind of the time frame that they came out. But I remember Transformers the cartoon, and I always just remember, like, I always liked it. I thought that cartoon always had like a different, like, I thought the concept was unique, and looking back now, I'm like, oh, the concept's kind of like GI Joe in a way, but not really. I don't know. I always thought it was kind of cool how they would transform, and then sometimes they would transform into like some like giant robot. It just seemed pretty cool. But that might be something worth doing, like a Transformers marathon. Because I don't think I've watched them all, but that might be worth doing. Now I think about it. Iris, you refuse to buy from the marketplace though, so you won't buy from that, and that's a new thing, right? But like if it's an official release Sims pack or it's an official release, whatever, you will buy it. Okay. You loved them a lot as a kid. Actually, I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, I know Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf is in them. Megan Fox is in them, and I think some other people. Uh, but I haven't seen them all. So, but yeah, there we go. Cherry Man back. So many games coming. Literally, Cherry Man, tell us about if you're still there, Cherry Man. If you're still there, tell us about Dust Bloods in 3 words. Dust Bloods. If y'all haven't checked out Cherry Man's video on Dust Bloods, go check it out. All right, here we go. The Asus ROG Xbox Ally X20 cost $1,300. $1,300. That's a lot. Like that's a lot. Especially if you already have like a gaming handheld. I question and so this isn't obviously it says Xbox on it. Xbox just gets a licensing fee for this. It's really the Asus device. But this is starting, this reminds me of it reminds me of when tablets became a thing. So when tablets first released, you had like the iPad, right? And then you also had and that kind of like dominated and then they came out with like the Kindle Fire and then like Samsung had something, like everybody started having them. And they all started to try to outdo like each other. But unlike what's happening in the gaming handheld space right now, tablet prices dropped, right? You had like Apple, which was like the standard bearer, which charged a premium, maintained its premium pricing. And then everybody else was like trying to undercut it, like all these different tablet companies. Gaming seems to have like the opposite issue, which I think is really fascinating. Because if you think about the number one selling gaming handheld, it's the Nintendo Switch 2. I think that's pretty safe to say. And it's the cheapest of the gaming handhelds for the most part. Like I know there's like some other like Atari one and stuff that aren't really like they have pre-installed games on them. But like as a like actual gaming handheld console thing, Switch is like probably the standard bearer and it's the cheapest. But all the other ones are like extraordinarily more expensive. You know what I mean? And I think that's just a fascinating thing. Like, why are they going the other direction? 200 like his Steam Deck. He might. Well, the Rasta will give her 1,300. Yeah, they can keep that. 1,300. 1,300 was what my rent was when I was stationed out at Fort Lewis. I just remember that. It was $1,300. And it was so much back then. It's so much now. Like $1,300, I was like, what? So yeah, I just can't spend a lot on this stuff, especially since I'm one income household right now. Roster, I hear ya. I hear ya. I think you really have to like, these are the things I want. You really have to like kind of slice those out and get those things. But I totally hear you on that. The Oya 2 is coming. It's here to take back its crown. It will smite down all of those foolish companies and their so-called consoles with ease. The Oya 2 will be forever. Oh, and get ready to get pissed off on the Dust Bloods. Cherry Man, I just said, what do you mean pissed off on the Dust Bloods? Is it that great of a game? I don't know where I thought it was going to be excited for the game. But thinking, talking about Dust Bloods and all the From Software stuff. Let's start off first, right? And that's Elden Ring on Switch 2. And so this, I think it released tomorrow. It's going to release tomorrow. And it is actually looking like a very, very solid game. Yeah, it's as far as like a port. Don't get me wrong. They said it's kind of locked at 32, 33 frames per second. But from the YouTube people, there's several videos that have done comparisons on this. I really couldn't tell that much from the PlayStation 5. Don't get me wrong. There were certain scenes like where the wind is blowing the cloak and like the tunic and it looks better. Like it looks better. But just from like a pure, if unless I knew what I was looking at, I wouldn't have told the difference. So it really begs the question, like when we talk about a handheld, what all are you getting extra when you start talking about $1,300, right? Like that is, depending on this, that's more than twice the cost of a Switch. Now, I guess the other question would be, well, you make up that money with um the Steam store and having cheaper prices, and maybe your library is all over there. I hear that as well. Like I totally get that. But that is a high cost right there. No, it's a great game. You saw the video. Yeah. So other people will kill you. Oh, is that it? Is that it? No, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. And so just so y'all can see. Um, so Dustblood's playtest was more popular than Elden Ring's Night Rain. Uh so that should tell you something. If you like that, if you liked Night Rain, if you like Elden Ring, like they are both on Switch. It plays pretty well from what I saw. Cherry Man said it did pretty well. Uh, Elden Ring will be 120 frames per second on Oya. Well, that's impressive. How much is Oya? How much is Oya? How much is it? Curious. I'm curious. And since I have both of y'all, this one, I have this got this trailer for y'all. All right, here we go. So, so that was Clutch the game. I don't know. It looked cool. Like I don't. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to wait till like Game Awards to see more about the game. But what is Clutch? It looked cool. I'm not gonna lie. It looked cool. Like I don't know what it is when I see a trailer and it has like a song and that one didn't even really have a song. It just had like a fragment of a song. But when I see that, I'm always like, oh, that's I think I could get I can get into that. So yeah. So that is Clutch uh Clutch the game, but I don't know what it is. I do have a little bit of an article here to talk through it though. Um Clutch picks up a publisher as Maverick Games partners with Focus Entertainment. So shout out to Focus Entertainment doing it again. Obviously, we talked about them doing um Plague Tale releasing soon. But Focus Entertainment picking up Clutch. NASCAR style racing. I think so, but it looked different. I don't know. I don't know. I'm willing to play it. Just because it because I do Mario Kart, right? And I do um Sonic Racing and I do what's the other one? I just said it. Hot Wheels. So I'm willing to try it. But yeah, Clutch. So we're gonna have to ask Daytona what Clutch is all about. All right, all right, all right, all right. We got more. We got more. We got more. But just as everybody's talking about super expensive $1,300 consoles, check this out. Check this out. The most expensive Xbox ever just sold out. And that was for a limited edition 25th anniversary edition Xbox Series X. It has officially sold out. And so there you go. Like maybe if you can do a limited edition something and charge a ton of money, it makes up for the not so much ton of money being spent on the other ones. So yeah, Fun fact, I used to be a videographer at a speedway. I love watching racing, but not playing racing games as much. Besides Mario Kart, we need to do more Mario Kart streams. I actually really enjoyed that when we had everybody there. Um, it's an arcade racing game. It involves street racing and track racing. Is it fun? There's also a gadget that you can use. Bro, Rebellica, that's so fire. OIG. Yeah, she's good. Well, she's really good at who was it? She's better at Mario Kart. I think Deluxe, and Granite's better at Mario Kart World. I think that's how those two split it up. But yeah, people have really interesting stories, and if y'all want to know what it looked like, there it goes. That's what it looks like. Limited edition. This thing is launching. It's $900. There's already people who've pre-ordered it, and you can then go pick it up for like $2,000. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the game. That's the system. So there you go. For everybody looking for it. There you go. All right. As we continue to go on our wonderful tour. That is pricey. Yeah, it is, but it's what the people want. All right, here we go. I've been talking about this game, and I've mentioned it several times, but here's the trailer if you wanted to see what it looks like, right?
Your visions doomed him.
Hurts like violence.
His death is your burden.
Break the silence.
I have to leave this island.
Don't you understand?
I should have known! You betrayed me!
All I ever needed is my arms.
And now I understand. The price we paid. It's more than I ever imagined.
I can't do this anymore.
Plague Tale Resonance. All right, so here's what I am. How should I say this? Plague Tale Requiem was nominated for Game of the Year, right? So the story was really strong. Obviously, a lot of people were coming from Plague Tale Innocence. Then they went to Requiem, and huge thing. Like it released last year. Like I think it released in like October or September, and it really made a strong push for Game of the Year. I don't think this game is getting as much attention as it should. I mean, considering how many like fans there are of Plague Tale. And this one is like a prequel. I am really curious to see stories from it. I'm really curious to see reviews from it. I think I've talked about this before many times. I think Focus Entertainment does like some of the best storytelling from just a publisher as a whole, and this is like one of their marquee titles. I would probably be buying it if it was coming out on Switch, but I don't think I saw it coming out on Switch. But still, it seems like this one just like snuck up out of nowhere, and it's just weird. Like normally when you see a Game of the Year contender launching a sequel or launching another game in its franchise, it's tons and tons of anticipation. And this one, maybe they're just like, hey, our fans are going to find us either way, which would be really interesting because I compare Plague Tale to Hellblade. Okay, not just because it's female protagonists or what, but I just to me, I just compare those two type of like the movement. Maybe it's because I played the first Hellblade around the same time I played the first Plague Tale. And so in my mind, they're just very similar movements, um, somewhat similar, not really similar settings, but they're both kind of historical. But when Hellblade 2 came out, it's like huge, right? Like it was huge amount of publicity. And then obviously it did what it did, but here you have Plague Tale and it just seems quiet. It just seems super quiet. Hey Zalik, what's going on? Excited for Plague Tale. Are you gonna get it? Oh, I'm so glad y'all are excited for it. I don't have the videos, but maybe there you go. It's down on my back. Oh, so y'all are playing it. Nice. Threads of Amazon looked cool. Ooh, okay. Roster, y'all, that one looks interesting. All right. Zalik, Fable. You playing Fable. I mentioned you in Fable earlier today. So I just want to make sure you're playing Fable. But yeah, so that's my thing right now with Plague Tale. It's just not. I hope it does well. But it seems like there's just no more air in the building. So we'll see. All right, now y'all made such a big deal about this last month. Not a lot of people are making a big deal now. Maybe it's because it's not official, but they won't say if Project Helix will have a disk drive. So that is, I think, it's a thing. So they're not giving up on physical games yet, but they are not saying if their console will have a disk drive. Now, this is interesting because we've seen the two different versions of like the Series S with 500 gigabyte Series S, the 250 gigabyte Series S. The Series X does have the discs available. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. And now, as they tell you this, they then release this, which I thought was very Microsoft X. Xbox is letting players digitalize their physical games starting next week for select users. Now, this will be very controversial, like, right? Because everybody's like, oh, I want to keep physical. But I think this is really interesting because if we look at other forms of media, whether it's DVDs, whether it's music, I think for the longest for books as well, a lot of people have been wanting to go from physical to digital. And in this regard, we're going from digital to, or we're going, or they've been wanting to go. Did I say that right? Yeah, but gamers want to like stay in the physical. I think I messed that. But yeah, they're just doing what other media people do. I kind of confused myself there. Too many games, they'll get its attention when it comes out. Hey, Noisy, what's going on? I've got it on disc, but I haven't started yet. They don't know. I haven't heard what happened. Look good too. All right. We got a lot of them. All right. But y'all mentioned it. So, here we go. We're doing. Are we at that time where we're just doing a lot of trailers? Okay. Here we go. Trailer.
Come close, and I will tell you a tale of two worlds at war. Set ablaze by a smokeless flame and fueled by those called to fight. Whispers on the desert wind come from those who are unseen. The Jinn. Once the children of Earth and the Jinn flourished, united, until betrayal split their worlds apart. Now the veil is thinning. Two worlds collide as they wage a war of vengeance. Yet, many stories remain untold. To avoid destruction, we have but one hope. So listen, heed my words. This story begins with you.
Threads Amazon. So I need to see, like, it said it's pre-alpha footage, and so y'all know I can always like, what is this gonna look like? I hope it looks cool. Um, I just started really learning about like the Jinn from, y'all are gonna laugh at this, American Gods. You know, and so like because one of the characters is a Jinn. And so, just knowing about like that mythology, which I'm a big fan when we learn different stories in different cultures and their stories and stuff, despite people saying that might be woke or whatnot. I think it's super cool. It's kind of why I like Kunuzigami and all that with the Japanese mythology stuff because it's different. And I'm a fan of exploring different stories. And so who is Smush? Who's Smush? Who's Smush? What is going on here? There's some drama going on. I don't know who Amanda is, and I don't know who Smush is, but it seems like someone got canceled. Is canceled still a thing? Name has a lesbian. I don't understand why they would get mad at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Seems like y'all are upset. Newt's Fall reminds me of Elden Ring. Newt's Fall. I learned about Degens from Supernatural. Ah. I haven't seen Supernatural. Is it good? I don't really care about too much about. I love Amanda, so I'm Team Amanda. I feel like Daytona's going in his like he's already like set up like there's something major going on. I have no idea who these people are. And Orisha's from Lara Croft. I have not so that's what we haven't seen. We've not seen any of the new Tomb Raider stuff in like about a year. Or did it already launch? I'm gonna be so embarrassed if it's already launched. I had no idea. Um so yeah. Or but since we're already at this we're already talking about it. Cause y'all like already know everything I'm gonna go. We have so many. So if there's like something you thought was cool in the recent week, just let me know and I'll pull it up. All right, here we go.
Whence came the first entanglement? None living may now tell. In its way, the floodwaters spread, weaving calamity. Upon the silken paths, malice took root. 10 suns rose on high. And so, as spoken of old, the weavers came forth, yet spoke not the cause of their coming. The waters have ebbed, and all must rise anew. Still, the wounds of old remain.
The walls held against the chaos, yet entrapped Shiva.
Blot out the pyro hail once more. And you'd still not quench a millennium of hatred.
How can a few dying embers ignite the flames of rebellion?
We are not of this land. Here it is not oaths, but lies. Keep things whole.
At last, ye did unveil the divine power ye had stolen. Bear the god's wrath and sunder the dread Ludus. Came ye to reweave this world, or seek ye some other end?
Yeah, it looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It looks really good. And Noisy, I saw you there. Is it just you, or does gaming have all the creative minds, movie and music, or just a bunch of remakes? I actually think they're all the same people. You know what I mean? Like if you think of like creatives from music, a lot of creatives are at least voice well, let's start with voice actors, right? A lot of them are the same. Let's think about some music we've seen where they're trying to do a little bit more crossover, like certain games will feature certain music. We've seen certain trailers launch with the launch of certain songs I've never played. So thinking about Daytona, was super excited about 007 First Light because of Lana Del Rey, right? So I think there's like a lot of maybe cross pollination going on between the two. As far as movies, I don't know. Okay, so I told you Odyssey was really good. But oh, this is actually a good thing if Wit is in chat. We talked about this not too long ago. So Odyssey is based upon a book, right? A poem or an epic. And it did, it's blah blah blah, blah, right? A lot of money. And Spider-Man, based upon a comic book, blah, 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 a lot of money. Mario, based upon a video game, blah, 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 a lot of money. We got Dune coming up later this year, based upon a book, blah, 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 a lot of money. Noisy might be onto something over here. Like, is it that the movie industry is just pulling? Like, is there nothing? And then the movie I thought was like amazing last year, which was um The Long Walk or Walking. I don't know, Stephen King novel. Blah, 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 blah. But based upon a book. Phenomenal. But Begonia, which I also thought was really good. That was a movie. And whoever won the Academy Award. So I don't know. Maybe Noisy's onto something. Maybe Noisy's onto something. Is it true that you're in Grand Theft Auto 6? It's actually Jack of all trades. Welcome. It's actually it's a remaster of GTA Vice City. That's what it looked like. It was just a remake of that. So maybe I don't know. We'll see. Based on not line for line or anything, more inspired by in some cases. Yeah, inspired. All right. Inspired. All right. Okay, so the Rebecca, you should really be like, wouldn't I do like movie talk? And I would love to get your opinion. But I don't want to ruin anything for people who haven't seen the Odyssey, but I would like to talk to people who've seen the Odyssey because there's a lot of like, I don't know. We could go on for a while. We could go on for a while. Let me know if we should do a channel for movie talk. Do we have a channel on Discord for movie talk? Because we can definitely do that. There's no way Odyssey was a good movie. It's been made a million times. Okay, all right. Okay, here's my thing, Simpleton. I am not gonna try to ruin the movie. Okay. Odyssey has probably been told a million times. 100% right. Okay. The story of Odysseus. Like we understand the story of Odysseus. Okay. If you don't know what happens, Odysseus is basically the person, a crafty person, a leader, has his own flaws. To one of them mainly is like pride. And he's the one that comes up with the idea of the Trojan horse, right? But he doesn't actually come up with the ideas. One of the gods gives him the idea. And he does it, right? And then you know what happens there with Troy and everything. And then he essentially curses the gods. One god particularly, Poseidon, gets really pissed off. And then he goes like on this journey. It takes him like 20 years to get back home. And then that's like, like essentially the story of the Odyssey. The Odyssey, the movie, all right, it takes you. All right, I'm not gonna like say, oh my goodness, it's some worldly out of this type of thing that's never been done before. What I am gonna say is I liked how they created it. They kept to kind of its similar storyline, but they added some scenes and some explanations that made it more relative, or you could relate to it as a modern day film. And that's what I liked about it from Christopher Nolan. But I'll let y'all do whatever. Base So yeah, I finally saw Project Hail Mary and it was fantastic. I want to read the book now. Project Hail Mary? Oh my god, let me see it. I haven't seen it. Herpel Pays will be playing Grand Theft Auto day one. I will not. Well, we do. No one uses it. We will not be playing that. Pride and Prejudice. Oh no. Okay, we will do a movie. I just need someone like we will do a movie talk. We'll post it in Discord. So if y'all wanted, everybody can watch the movie and then we can talk about it. But like when I talk about movies, I go deep. Like I don't like if you just want to talk about surface level stuff, like I talk about like context, subcontext, or subtext. I go deep. So that's how I talk about them. And if that's your thing, we will all pick a movie, like, or I'll throw out a movie, right? And we can watch it. It'll give you a week to watch it, and then we can do something in the Discord. I don't mind doing that. Because like I said, I like those type of conversations. Pride and Prejudice has been made so many times, but there are a few really fantastic adaptations and a few that are flops. Yeah, I agree with that one. The number of times something has been remade doesn't have much to do with the quality of the media. Like a book club, but for movies sounds fun. I would do, yeah, like a book club for movies. Just because I feel like a book club takes time, right? I would do a book club too, but I'm not too sure how many people are like readers here. But I feel like a movie is something you could be like, okay, we're gonna do this in like the next week. Let's watch it. And then some people could be like, that was a stupid movie. I'm not gonna talk about it. And then some people could be like, that's a stupid movie. I really, really want to talk about why it's a stupid movie. You know what I mean? So I don't mind doing that. Movie night in Discord. Oh, could we watch a movie in Discord? Could I get in trouble for that? Could we stream a movie in Discord? That might be an idea. I didn't even think about that. That might be it. Look at Ambi like saying, like, yeah, that's why we created the Discord. I don't watch deep movies. I watch movies heavy with explosions and explosion and boobs and very little plot. How many movies have explosions and boobs? I feel like those are two different types of movies. I read the chat. LOL. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, noisy. What I do? I mean, I think it's a cool thing. Like my imagination is pretty cool. I was playing First Racer earlier. I really saw it. People do that all the time. What, stream the movie in the Discord? That'd be cool. You can stream movies. I was watching Mario movie with people in Discord before. It was hint hint. Oh, I didn't know that. All right, so like I just don't know, like, if y'all come, if we get like 2 or 3 people to come to movie night, then fine. We will make that a movie night thing. We will make that, maybe we'll make that like, if you're a member, you can come to movie night, which I think everybody's a member. You know what I mean? So, but if someone's like, Purple, I'm not a member, then we'll figure something out. But I want to make the membership worth something. So we'll do that. We'll do that. But y'all have kids and stuff. That's why I don't want to like take you away from your kids. But you're like, Purple, we can parent and watch a movie at the same time. Okay, I got it. All right. More trailers? Y'all want more trailers? I want more trailers. All right. Here we go. We talked about this one before. Noisy, is this one you? I think this one's you, Noisy.
What the fuck are you? Scorch the city! Seize the surface! Bleed the ground walkers!
Good to see a few more gears made it through the night. You 4 belong to me now. Designation, Bravo Squad. No one knows what these things are or where they're coming from.
This is more than an invasion.
It's a fucking war.
The reports are still coming in, but whatever this is, it's happening all over the city.
Actual monsters are coming out of the ground and ripping my people apart.
And those are my gears out there holding the line. Fall back now!
How do we hold a line against an enemy that can tunnel under it?
Oh, shit! We're gears. We fight.
We still have our people. If we can save them, we save Kelowna.
Loss prepares us for what's ahead.
People we love die. We're the ones that keep fighting.
Give him hell, Phoenix.
That's the plan. Come and get some, you goddamn grubs! Sucker!
There'll be no support. If you fall, we all do.
We do this together, or we die together, yeah?
To the end.
Is it bad that I want to see the movie? Like I'm like, oh, this looks like a great movie. And then I remember like, oh, I have to play the game to get the cutscenes. Crap. So I played Gears of War 5. I might play it because I like cover shooters. So I might play it. As much as I've given it like crap. I guess I don't give Gears of War that much crap. Hellblade 2, I gave a lot of crap to. But this one, I don't know. Maybe. All right. Oh, I saw that say like, good luck with your. Hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, definitely plumbing issues. But yeah, I think that trailer was very epic. So we'll see. It got me excited. I'll say it like that. So many games. Like I would say I don't think there's been another time that was like this packed and clustered, but I also think that's because it's coming towards the end of the generation. And if you remember like 2018, 2019, 2020, it was like super packed with a lot of console games. So, and that's an Xbox exclusive. So who knows? Maybe I pull out the old Xbox. Maybe. Um, People upload game cutscene only videos all the time. Yeah, but I feel like so here's the thing. Gears of War 5 actually has a pretty traumatic in the middle of it. Like it kind of changes. And Gears is known for that, like where characters die. So I feel like there's something to be said about you're playing with someone or like, NPC and then something happens to them. Like I think there's something to be said about that. Like it makes you feel like you lost. Like I want to give the game the best experience, like the best I can. Um because I know like there's a scene in Outriders. Yes, I tried to put Outriders in every single shades of purple. But there's a scene in Outriders where one of the main character dies. And I was like, oh my goodness, we lost blah blah blah. But it wasn't like we really lost him because like if you play the you can go back and he's there. And so I was like, oh, I can go back and replay this level and he's there. But yeah, I was like, oh, we lost this person. And so I do feel that sometimes, but there's sometimes where games kill like off a character, and I'm like, yeah, I was annoyed. I was annoyed. So we'll see. We'll see. We got a lot of them. Guys, we have a lot of them. We got a lot of them. All right, here goes another one. Here goes another one. Did we already do this one? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
That day they came. Our homes were destroyed. Our kin were enslaved. For the sins lost everything.
Okay.
Always do, unless they ask for it.
Finally! So this is the Marmotter Village?
Chop you to pieces!
Toss me there. The Rat Pack is at your doorstep and you're fighting over your treasure?
Heaven thunder! Strike! Oh, I like that!
Hands off, Tracy!
Bingo!
Let me take the swing!
Partisans, stand united! To arms!
Hand over the spark!
Come and get me!
This, the hope of the world?
Okay. I know it looks exciting. All right. I know y'all are like looking up Zoo Punk right now, wish listing it and everything. I just have a slight issue. And I just have an issue that the rhinoceros and the squirrel are somewhat in the same size category. Like those are two different species. Like things like that kind of bother me. I'm like, okay, I guess, but the rabbit seemed really large. I don't know. Okay. It looks cool. For me, it looks cool. I saw your comment there, Simpleton. I think here's what I'm afraid of. Okay. This game reminds me of 2 games. Okay, 2 games. Fist. Y'all know I like Fist, right? The side-scrolling game that they are coming out with the new one. But the one that it really reminds me of that wasn't so great, Biomutant. You know that one? It kind of looked like it didn't look like that, right? But it kind of like you have like this world with animals and stuff. And so like it's like Fist and Biomutant combined. And I like Fist. I beat Biomutant, but I felt like Biomutant was just like a little repetitive. Also had a little couple of bugs in it. It was very like same gameplay loop. So I don't want to get too excited. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It is based on the Fist world. I'm just saying, no, Bradley the Badger. Yeah, it's based on the Fist world? No way. Oh, but Fist world has like all rabbits or mostly rabbits. No, I guess not, because right, the person who you eat the soup from is like a raccoon. I need to play Fist again. I wish I did a while ago. Oh, nice. Usually with animals, the big ones get shrunk a bit, and the small ones are made bigger. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I couldn't get through it. Biomutant was repetitive. Biomutant is very repetitive. I mean, the benefit about Biomutant is that it does allow you to beat the game early. Like you don't have to like overtake every city or side with a different side. But I felt like there's so much more promise with Biomutant, and it just didn't deliver. This one looks like hopefully it's a little bit better. That's all I can say. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Maybe it's more like Fist. Zootopia and Sing are kind of anomalies. As far as what the cartoons, I've seen Zootopia. I haven't seen Sing. But I thought it looked pretty cool. So we'll see. We'll see how that one comes through. All right. I don't know. Did we do Wind Dweller? Did we do this one? If we did this one, I'll cut off and we'll do another one. All right. Here we go. We did do Wind Dweller. We did Wind Dweller already. All right. I just want to make sure I get all of them on this side before I go to the next side. All right. What about this one?
This world is sick. This is not living. We all die anyway, don't we?
The goddess made me when sky and earth were one. She gave me life undying. How dare you steal it? You were born of dust. To dust you return. So why do you fight death?
You had eternity, and you gave it up for what?
10,000 years I've sat in the dark, and I tell you this, immortality is a lie.
Are you afraid?
Better to die chasing the sun than to kneel!
I used to believe no one would die. Then everything changed. And I got scared. Scared that no one would remember I was even here. I want to be remembered. Not for who I was, but for who I am.
We saw that one too, but I wanted to see the trailer again. All right, so we talked about the Robin Hood Disney version. I feel like the Disney Robin Hood version is probably one of the best adaptations of Robin Hood in cinema. And I'm going to stand by that. I don't know why, but like, don't get me wrong. There's like Robin Hood Men in Tights, which is I guess it's like I don't know. It's okay. Then there's like Robin Hood with Morgan Freeman. Wait, does that Robin Hood have the same guy from Waterworld? Is that the same guy? Am I thinking the same thing? No. I know Morgan Freeman's in it. I think Freeman's in it. Morgan Freeman might even be in it. It might be someone else I'm thinking of. And then I think there's like a modern Robin Hood. Wasn't there like a Robin Hood TV show? I don't know. Jack and the Beanstalk. Hoodwinked? I watch Hoodwinked. I can practically hear the keyboards clicking when the mod's being developed for this game. Which one? For that one? This has anything to do with Nisha movie. I didn't even know there's a Nisha movie. Ayo, Halo Fi. Insights is a spoof. Yes. Kevin Costner. So, okay. Yes. I thought so. I thought that Robin Hood had Prince of Thieves. Is that the one it's called? So wait, Kevin Costner was in Waterworld and like Kevin Costner was like everywhere in the 90s. I just realized that the 90s was like all Kevin Costner. The early 90s. My goodness. Kevin Costner time frame. All right. Here we go. We got another one. This one's coming out pretty soon too. We've taught it. This is another Shades of Purple top 10 in 2026. Okay. I know. Control, Joe. I see you there. Morgan Freeman, Alec Rickman. So I did have it. Daytona. I thought you were gonna like that song for some odd reason. When I first saw that trailer, I was like, Daytona may like this song. But I know I'm telling you, they're like all just like back to back to back to back. And I don't know. Some of them to me, I just don't feel like are getting the exposure, but maybe that's more of a signal that people are putting less money into like a ton of marketing and just like really putting into the game, which I'm fine, especially if you already have your fan base, right? Like if you're into Control, you already are into Control. If you're into Plague Tale, you're already into Plague Tale. If you're into Gears, and I only mention Gears because like again, compared to Hellblade, I feel like Gears is not getting the same amount of love. So, but if you're into Gears, you're into Gears. Yeah, so maybe it's just like they already know who they want. You couldn't play Control too creepy. I think Squids play it. I think that's who I was watching play it one time. But yeah, so who knows, maybe I'll do it, maybe not. Maybe I'll do it. All right. Did we do oh no, this is Ambi's game. All right, Ambi, here you go. Here's your game.
There's a grain of truth to old legends.
Your eyes.
A Brakia!
7 feet tall, fangs long as snakes.
A winged beast. Can it be? A demon from the depths of hell itself. Oh God. No, please, no. I gave you a blessing. I hope you enjoy my gift.
None of us has any love for the Valkyrie. But this one, he's different. The sun didn't take him.
Night after night, day after day, I will strike him down.
Your every move sends a ripple. Your every word echoes far. Your every step leads to crossroads. All that remains is for you to choose.
Help me, please! I'm so sorry. No.
Very well then. Let's begin.
So this is for all the Witcher fans out there. Very similar to Witcher. This is another one that, it's coming. It's like September 3rd. Like, right, but this whole week coming up is like several big games. This like next 4 weeks, several big, next 5, next 6, next 7 weeks. Like there are so many games like just lining up. Like literally, there's the Shades of Purple 26 for 26 like almost every week. Some weeks have 2 over like the next 10 weeks. It's like crazy, crazy. Is this where never mind. Looks cool on all platforms. Not on Switch. I don't think that one's on Switch too. That was on. They don't look like The Witcher 3. It's vampires. Yeah, it's vampires. So we'll see. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Ron, how are you doing? It doesn't look like it's on Luna either. Doesn't look like it's for Luna Ron either. But I know just so many. All right, we still got a couple more. We're getting towards there. But I think Noisy mentioned this one. I also thought this was a good one, Noisy. So I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it.
This is a Paris that I no longer recognize. Every darkened corner is a tombstone, a reminder. Tell me, do you think I'm chasing a false path? Armitage. Wishlist now.
That looks amazing. That's not what Noisy talked about. Sorry, Noisy, I put that one on you. But that's Armitage. That looks so much like Outriders. It's like I have to get it just because. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Oh my god, that one's super. I hope they hold to January 7th, but if they don't, I don't care. As long as it gives me that. This game has a demo. Well, on which platforms? Does it play well, Josima? I don't know if it plays well. All right, here's the one that Noisy was talking about. Here we go.
The Xenia continue to wage war against the human race. Our only hope, the Order of the Turok. Mystical guardians armed with enhanced abilities. The war has moved to the Lost Lands, a site of ancient ruins and creeping danger, where clawed, ravenous threats lurk in every shadow, where even the wind whispers death. The Xenia yearn to unlock the secrets of these savage worlds to unleash the means of humanity's destruction. They must be stopped. They will be stopped by warriors who will not flinch in the face of the Xenia menace or flee from the horrors of evolution gone wrong. You are such a warrior. Relentless, fearless. You will give no quarter to your enemy. Through blood and mud, you will fight the stuff of nightmares, and you will be victorious. No stopping, no surrender, no limit to your abilities. No path left unexplored. The Lost Lands beckon you. For you are Turok.
So I want Turok Origins to do. I want Turok to do well. You know, it is like I remember Turok on N64. I can still remember like the cover of that, and I think it's a world that has been abandoned. Like you know, like just the IP, and so to see it back, Saber Interactive, you saw doing it, so I'm sure it's going to be kind of similar game engine. Um, just Saber do? Saber just a couple of the zombie games, I want to say. Um, but yeah, Saber Interactive coming out and doing it. I'm kind of looking forward to it. So yeah. I thought it was gonna come out this year, but the fact that it's coming out next year, I'm okay, you know. So that is Turok. Armands had a demo. It played pretty good. I wouldn't pay more than 50 for it. Okay. Oh no. Okay, so Joseph, did it play like Outriders? Like what why would you say you wouldn't pay more than 50 for it? Because like $50, $50 is like that's like below double A. On which platform? But it was during some special Steam thing. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if it comes out. Maybe it's still, did it release on that one already? All right, we got a couple of more. All right, here's the one that I was for this Crow. This is Crow, Rouster, and Wit. This is for y'all. I want to know what y'all think about this one. All right, here we go.
태어나지도 죽지도 못한 채 얼마나 오래 홀로 떠돌았던가. 아무리 신을 불러도 그들은 끝내 답하지 않았지. 이제 이 윤회를 내 손으로 무너뜨리리라. 두려워 마라. 너는 이제 내가 되리니.
I don't know. Did you get Diablo vibes from that? I got a little bit of Diablo vibes from it. But yeah, I'm curious if y'all saw that one. It looks like Diablo, but it's obviously totally different world. Which I'm not against. Like I kind of like the Diablo you know, gameplay loop. So if it's another world, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I'm all for it. So let me know what y'all think. All right, we are rounding out the last of them, y'all. We are definitely rounding them out. I think I have. I think we did most of them. I think I have two more. All right, here we go. All right. Elta defy all gods. I don't know why when I see that I think of myself and Remy going to go fight. Where's Remy, by the way? Oh, he's right there. Going to go fight the hordes of dog groomers. All right, all right. We got one more. One more. I know this is probably the most trailers I've ever done on a show. All right, here we go. Here we go. Last one.
I once promised I would tell you everything about your mother. This is that story. She wanted to protect you from all the evils of this world, even if it meant losing herself. Everything she did, everything she sacrificed, was to spare you from the nightmare we endured. A force emanated from her like nothing I'd seen before. Beautiful and terrifying. My greatest ally and the start of something far worse.
1666 Amsterdam. The art style reminds me of, oh my goodness, what is that PlayStation exclusive game that takes place in like 1880, the Order 1886? The art style reminds me of that. I get it. They're like 200 years apart, but I'm just saying the art style. And you're dealing with like seems to be like some sci-fi stuff. So yeah, that's Amsterdam 1666. I'm sure the title will make sense in the game. All right, so much emphasis on cats. It's not clear what it is. I thought I'd seen that game before. Yes. Lots of cat. Well, I think it's some type of like you're transforming, you're like some type of witch, I believe. Maybe. Not that sure, but the game. Oh, you've seen it before. Looks very 2005 graphic wise, but I dig the gothic artwork. It did. It looked like 2005. I thought it looked very or 1886. But maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong. But yeah, Daytona, the Order. Order's a good game. I streamed it and I was pleasantly surprised with the gunplay, Now that's a game that if they ever were to do like a reboot of a series, that that had potential. Like that had a story. And that's what I think like a lot of games just don't have, like a really, really unique story anymore. But The Order 1886 had a really good story. All right. That's all of them, y'all. That's all of them. I think it was a total of like 15 trailers. Maybe not. Let me count them. It's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on that side. Oh, well, we still have one I didn't do. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We did 15 trailers. And I actually have one more. Let's just do it. I'm just going to do it. It's day and date 5 for me. Here we go. Or let's make it 16. I think that's our record.
Dale alegría a tu cuerpo Macarena, que tu cuerpo para gozar y pasarla bien. Dale alegría a tu cuerpo Macarena, Macarena. Sácale cachapa, sácale tiraya, sácale tiraya, sácale cachita, sácale tiraya, pica pica chile, pica chile, la tiraya. ¡Ay, Macarena!
Rayman Legends. All right, there you go. That's all of them. That's all of them. 16 trailers. I never did 16 on a show. That is a first for a Shades of Purple. Hey, Macarena. I remember that song came out. It took everybody by storm. Everybody would go to school dances just to dance to that song. Oh my god. Is that rosters doing the song? Oh my goodness. All right. So hopefully I had something for someone. A lot of action, some hack and slash, some top downs. I don't think we had any puzzles. I don't think we had any horror, which is kind of one of the first times I haven't had horror. We had racing. I don't think we had any. Oh, I guess you could kind of like Gears of War is kind of like a shooter. Some sci-fi, some fantasy. So we had a pretty good stretch there. No puzzle, no horror, no cozy. Y'all don't like cozy games. No strategy. There's a bunch of them we didn't have, but we had a lot of them. It was big back in my 20s. Yeah. I mean, it's still big. It's at every wedding. It's one of those songs you can guarantee will be at someone's wedding. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what games you're looking forward to. I think I told you all the ones I'm looking forward to. Also, if there's just let me know if y'all are. I always say this, but like, let me know if the movie thing is something y'all would do, because I'll do it. But let me know in Discord, and I'll do it. So we'll see. No horror. Oh, I'm so sorry. You'll be all right. Now I've been watching Roster play not Where Winds Meet. The other one. I can't think of it. Been watching Roster play God of War and what's it called on Sundays. It's actually what I do on Sundays when I wake up. And Saturdays are busy. Also, just so y'all know, because I know y'all were like, did Purple win the auctions from earlier in the stream? I won 2 chairs, a basket. I don't know why anybody wanted that. I think my mom wanted that. A cement bench from 1920. My mom wanted that. And a sofa. What do they call this? A sleeper sofa. And This is gonna sound crazy. The sleeper sofa is from Crate and Barrel. Okay. Normally the sofa is $2,200. I got it for 50. Everything else, the basket, this little like vintage basket, 46. The chairs, both of those over 200. And the cement bench, which normally, if y'all have ever had a cement bench, like, where like in the gardens, it's like a cement, like legit cement bench, $1,000. Usually it's like 1,000. And I got that for 80. So like the two most expensive things I got for a combined 130. And the other things that are not that much are like 400 or 500. It's weird. It's weird. So yes. And the reason why, and I actually will show y'all this the sleeper couch, because in my game room, not this one, my studio though, the flood, like I had to get rid of the sofa down there, and a lot of the guests would sleep down there. So this is actually replacing that. My mom's been wanting this cement bench for the garden for like ever. So that actually is a good deal for me on that. The two seats I actually really wanted. One's going to go to my brother and one's going to go to me. And then the basket thing, I actually wouldn't have bid it on that. I thought she wanted it, but she didn't want it for what it went for. So I'm kind of upset that I got that, but it's whatever. Oh, what bench? A cement bench. Like like those, it's like white, like a white cement. Oh, cement. I don't know how to say it. A cement bench. Gee, what a deal. I thought it was a deal. Did you check the sofa for bed? But it's my friend's place. So I actually think I've sat on this thing before. But I haven't. I haven't checked it for bed bugs. But yeah, I was like, so, and he told me that I should be able to get it all in like a van, a U-Haul van. So I don't have to buy the U-Haul truck. I can do, or rent the U-Haul truck. I can do the U-Haul van, which saves money. We're all about saving money right now. And yeah, so there's that. But yeah, I want some stuff. I didn't get, there's a few things I wanted to get for my mom, but they got too high, and I'm glad I got this for my brother. Even though I wanted it first, but he made a big deal, and so I'm gonna get it for him. Cement bench. A cement bench. It's cement, right? Like CEMENT. I'm saying it right? I don't know. I make up words. But yeah, the sleeper sofa was like a huge. So take that, insurance company. So I'm glad I got that. I'm glad we'll go get it Saturday and then go watch roster play. Cement. Yeah, I said it right. I thought I spelled it right. Well, it's not even, you know what I mean? It's like a white bench, but it's made of like stone. You usually see them at churches or in like gardens. Like the garden of a church is usually where you see this thing. Oh, cement. Yeah. What did I say? Sumet. Who's Sumet? Who's Sumet? That sounds like a wrestler's name. I thought you meant a semen couch. A semen couch. That's disgusting, Daytona. Daytona, seriously. That is seriously disgusting. That's not what I said. A bench. White? Yes, it's like all white. Like if you look this thing up, it's like all like, just gonna have to take a picture when we get it. I'm just gonna take a picture and I get it. That's it. But I'm gonna pick it up on Sunday or Saturday. That's the day I'm gonna go do it. So we'll see. Oh my goodness. But But are we at 10:30? We're at 10:30. It's been a wild one, y'all. It's been a wild one. Tomorrow, Zalek will be. It sounds heavy. It is. It is. But it comes in 3 different pieces, and I'm going to be going with my friend. He doesn't know it yet, but I'll be going with him to go pick it up. Disinfect all that. Most of it's not like the bench doesn't even. The other stuff is leather. Like I said, it's his house. Like I was just there for the baby shower. I literally was like just there. Now the basket, I don't even know if I really want the basket, but whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna see. Well, see, so my brother does his barbershop stuff on Saturdays. That's like his thing. Like he always does barbershop Saturdays. So yeah. Oh my goodness, y'all are disgusting. Y'all are disgusting. I don't think you're lying though, but you are disgusting. Um, but yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of trailers today. But you know, it's that time. It's 10:30. It's 10:30. And I think I'm gonna shut it down unless there's something else y'all want to talk about. I always appreciate y'all coming by. It's I was just telling someone this at work today. She was like, "Why do you make content?" Blah, blah, blah. It's someone I used to work with, or I'm about to be formally worked with, and I was like, "It's for the community," and so I was telling her about you all, and so I really appreciate y'all coming by. But what's that? What's the butt noisy? Uh No, no buts. Hello, hey Spartan. Welcome, Spartan. Sorry, we did some of some of the games you would have liked. Thanks for coming in. But yeah, we did some of the games you would have liked. As noisy. We did some of the games. We did what's the game? Gears of War. So I think you mean concrete bench. Cement is an ingredient in concrete. Oh. What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference? I thought cement and concrete are the same thing. The thumbnail is nice. Oh, you like that? Someone else told me that. So the thumbnail, someone was like, they thought I looked like the chick in the game, and I was like, that's racist. No, I didn't say that. But I don't. But I did think about it though, of like maybe doing, because she's somewhat, I could do my hair curly like that. Yeah, I think some of y'all have seen that. Like when I last week was kind of like pretty curly. So I can do it like that. I can obviously do the brows. I can do like a purple sequin thing. You know, like I can maybe do a look like that for a cosplay during the stream of Grand Theft Auto 5.5 Remastered by City. But yeah, so that's that. Cement is powdery or paste, and it hardens into concrete with the aggregate rocks. I don't even know what you just said there. It's white. That's all I can tell you. It's a white bench that you see in gardens at churches. I don't think you had a chance to shed light on the Microsoft disk to digital processors. Do you have an opinion on it? Oh yeah. I did. Okay. Great question, Josima. All right, let me pull it up. Let me post it up. This one. Is this the one? Is letting players digitize their physical games starting next week for select users. So this is my thing. So, and I talked, maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't really elaborate on it. But I think this is like, we see this same ability in like VHS to DVD or CDs to your computer or DVDs to your TV, like digital codes that come with the DVD. you can scan books to put it digitally. So the fact that you can take a physical game you already own and make it digital, to me, I think that's that's a good thing. Like I don't have any problem with that. If you think about it, it's no different than when we had games on floppy disk and you would put it in your computer and then you had it like digitally, right? Or you download it to your computer. So I'm not like it's an option. Anything that gives players optionality or gives consumers optionality, of course, like why wouldn't I be like excited for that? You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I think IGN is being a little you're still alive. Say like how was the plumbing? Yes, we're still alive. But yeah, so that's my take on that. But what's your take? What's your take? It could definitely be you. No. You, I don't know. I haven't done the stream without my glasses in a while, but we can try it. I would have to I think I could do it. Like to do it like that and then I have to buy the game. I don't want to buy this game. But I may do it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I'm in a better like let me get through this little hump in my life. Like I'm going through a lot, but let me get through this little part. Classic release date. Oh my god. New hot water cylinder is being put in now. Ooh, fancy. Yep. You look like Alicia Wainwright in the thumbnail. Alicia Wainwright? Who's Alicia the Wainwright? Alicia. I've never Alicia Wainwright. Who is she? What is she in? Have I seen her in something? Bird in Hand, Palmer, Raising Dion. I've never heard of any of these movies. Shadow Hunter. I guess I just don't watch movies. I'll take it though. She looks pretty. I'll take it. I have no problem being like, oh, she's pretty. I'll take that. My birthday. I know. And then you went and then she passed. Spartan, we were thinking of that. We were just saying that earlier. I went to Dollywood Friday, metal concert on Monday, laid out of work Tuesday. And the most famous people I looked up to has passed away this. Oh my goodness. Who was the other person? Dolly and who else? Dolly and the person from who did we say? The other one? The one from Rocky Horror Picture Show? I didn't know you were a Rocky Horror Picture Show fan. So yeah. No, but we'll do it. So that was the story behind the thumbnail, y'all. It was someone said that earlier today. They saw the trailer or they saw the thing. They thought I looked I did not. But I did think I could do like the where I crop my face in there like I did with the Mortal Kombat stuff that time. So that's how I got it. So we'll see. How was your birthday besides that, Spartan? Because I know you were looking forward to Dolly World. I was just about to shut it down too. And Josima, let me know if that explanation makes sense for the digital stuff. We also had another story. I did want to talk about this story. We actually didn't get to this story, but yeah. So this guy, he supposedly had 860 Nintendo Entertainment System games worth up to $100,000, and they were stolen after 40 years of collecting. He was just 3 games from completing his collection and planned to use it for his grandkids' college fund. Y'all may have saw this in social media. I am going to give you my honest opinion. I think this is insurance fraud. I think it's a heartfelt story. I think it's a sad story if it's true. My bet is on insurance fraud because who is going to steal 860 Nintendo games? You know what I mean? Who's going to do that? Like, that's just like maybe if you had like one of the original copies of some rare whatever. But I'm just curious, who's going to steal that. And so when I read this, I was like, I feel for you, but I'm not. Oh, Peter Cullen. Oh, yes. I heard about this. Yes, yes, yes. 4K is crazy. That's a lot. This digital is very cool. We should have had it sooner. Yep, yep, I agree. My kids watched Raising Dion was pretty good Netflix show. I thought it was a movie. Tim Curry. Oh, I guess that's okay. New Howard makes sense. Makes sense. Oh man, the thing was an update. I'm just now seeing your exchange code. There we go. I didn't see this. Does he have a GoFund already made with 100,000 in donations? Somebody that knows him and hates his guts. Yeah, or someone he knows really well and told to be quiet. I read this. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe someone who knows him, hates him, stole his stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's my just history I've seen where people claim something's been stolen, and then they have this story, and it's like, oh my goodness. But yeah, I don't know if he has a GoFundMe. Y'all can go look it up. Let me know if you believe it. If it pulls at your heartstrings, you can send him money. But I guess so. I guess Joseph, if you know him, Joseph, you're like, no, he's a good guy. He really did lose his NES stuff. Then okay, he's a good guy. He really lost it. I'm just trying to figure out like how it got. I need to know more stuff. I need to know more. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not a full believer in it at the moment. That's all. Cynical. I'm not. I'm just saying. Like I've seen. It's like where people. Oh my goodness. So maybe it's because I've been watching too much true crime documentaries on whatever. I would love watching true crime documentaries. And like there's ones where it's like, oh, my house blew up. And it's like, yeah, you blew up the house. Or it's like, oh, these people did this to me. And it's like you staged the whole thing. And so like yeah. I just feel like taking 800. Do you know how many 860 games is? Like think about that. That's a lot. Like that's several boxes. That's if he had them in a box. You know what I mean? Oh, I have an NES game up here. Let me go. I'm gonna pull out my NES game. All right. And that's the other thing. He put $100,000 here, and it looks like these are the games he had. I'm gonna pull out something for you. Give me 1 second. Show and tell time. I think I showed you all this, but it's show and tell time. Hold on 1 second. How do I do it? Here we go. 1 second. All right. So, show and tell time. So this is one of the most expensive NES games right now. Like it's probably top 10 NES games you can get. But here it is. So like that, see, it's in its thing. It's doing its thing. It's only 85, I know. But it is truly from like 1988. Right? So this is almost 40 years. I guess it's like 38 years old. I think that's so kind of cool. I'm still older than it. But yes. So he didn't have like 860 things of this, right? He had like loose games. You know what I mean? And so like as someone who's collected games, I'm like, maybe if you had some super rare copies of certain things, but even then, I'm like 100,000, 100K. That's a lot. It just seems a little strange. That's all I'm going to say. Seems like a little strange. Sorry, that's 116 per game. Most NES games are nowhere. Exactly, Crow. Crow knows exactly what I'm talking. Crow knows what I'm talking about. 800, it's fraud. That's like about, there you go, Simpleton. Simpleton's in. The people who know the numbers know that. I'm telling you, it just sounds a little odd. How would someone steal that and not be seen? So that's what I said, but Joseph was like, maybe somebody who hates his guts. That's hoping someone would be like, 100. I was just mentioning that one. Graded as well, sub hype. I told you, it is the gold cartridge. It is gold cartridge. Like I said, it's only an 85, but it's still solid, near mint condition. Still in its like box, like never been opened. Like, you know what I mean? And the reason I have this one, and I remember Simpleton and I got in an argument. It is the Adventures of Link. I kept calling it Link's Awakening. The reason I have this one is because this is the first one I ever played. I didn't play I played The Legend of Zelda. But this was like the first one like that I really got into. And surprisingly, this one is not liked that much. This is like one of the least liked Zelda games, which is another reason I got it because like usually that's what happens. Like it's the least liked one. Like a new generation will be like, "Oh, I really like that one," and then it goes up in value. But that's not the only reason. I mainly got it for sentimental reasons. But yeah, that's it's like part of my NES collection there. I have a few more, but that's like kind of the thing. Full collection of loose NES games equals 40,000. If they were all CIB, then maybe 100,000. I still don't think that if that was the picture he was showing, I still don't. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Like if you're saying it's closed inbox, 860 of these boxes. Okay. Are you kidding me? That's literally like half a shipping container. And that's saying you just stacked them. But take gold cartridge out, put it on a gold chain. That's some fire right there. Oh, thank you, Daytona. That's Zelda 2. It is. It is. I have the original Legend of Zelda on NES. I've had the opportunity to buy that one. How about this like 15 years ago? I had an opportunity to buy the original ones, like the games that for NES are more obviously there's like the rare copies, but like just like inbox game. Obviously Mario Duck Hunt is gonna be up there. Original Zelda is gonna be up there. Dr. Mario, I think it's pretty high, depending on the Tetris. Like there's like I said, there's like 6 or 7 that are more expensive, but I'm proud of that one. I saw like 200 NES games for sale this past weekend at a yard sale. They would have taken $20 for all of them. Really? I'll give $100 for 200. I mean, it like I collect things that I obviously if he was really into NES, we should not feel he still has them, y'all. I think that's the whole point of me showing you that story. He still has the games. I don't believe they're stolen. Like, I just do not believe they're stolen. Like, first of all, who would know he has them? So it has to be someone he knows, right? That just has to be. So someone he knows is just all of a sudden going to like risk that after they know he has it? And then how would they know when he was gone? Like, how could someone steal 860 things from his house? Like, there's just too many questions for me. There's too many questions. And when there's that many questions, I generally become skeptical. You know what I mean? Like, unless it's like the perfect crime and people are like, yes, this dude has Nintendo collection and I too want a Nintendo collection of games. Like, okay, let's put it like this. Let's rewind on this one, okay? Why do you have a collection of anything? You have a collection normally to show it off. Exactly, Zalek. Why didn't he insure him? I get it. But right, like I have a collection of like whiskeys or champagne and they're displayed. You know what I mean? Or my vinyls or my comic books or you name it. My stuffed animal collection. You name it. I have it showed off, right? So who's going to steal a collection? Is someone who's going to like just pawn it? Like, of course, you're going to be like, okay, who pawned off 860 games? Like, where are you going to go? You just put them on eBay? You know what I mean? Like, no. Like, how are you going to get rid of that? You're just going to take it to like a retro game? It doesn't make sense. Like, this guy he knows everybody who knew about that collection. Oh, man. All right. Night, Simpleton. All right. Take care. Vice is one of my favorite news. It had a top-down car racing, shooting, side-scrolling, fighting, and other different boss fights. Oh, that's kind of like Mad Max in a way. Mad Max was like that. He's 100 to just move them to a storage container under an alias. Simpleton, that's what I said. He has them, y'all. He still has them. Check that man's phone later. I am Joseph. Come on. Come on. Do not tell me that story pulled your heartstrings. Do not tell me you're like, oh man, bro got his 860 Nintendo's collection stolen. Do not tell me that pulls your heartstrings. Don't do it. Don't do it. The guy still has them. I'm telling you. And let me also say it like this. He's not 3 games away from completing his collection. Like that's the other thing I don't believe. Like I just don't believe it. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. You know what I mean? Can we get a vinyl stream where I show you my vinyl? It's only like video game vinyl. So it's like I said, video games I like, which by the way, Zelda Breath of the Wild vinyl collection came out, but I'm like trying to save money, so I didn't get it. But yeah, maybe. Why did people steal items from the Louvre if they can't sell them? Rebellica, that's different. There's 2 reasons they stole it from the Louvre. 1, they thought they could sell it. And 2, they actually did sell it. I think those are the 2 reasons. You steal something. Like, I think when you go and you get something that's super hot, like super hot, either you're incredibly you can't be that stupid. You know, like if you're gonna do a heist where you can like break into like one of the most secure museums, which I guess it wasn't that secure, but if you're gonna do a heist, you have to have a buyer in mind. You know what I mean? Like who steals something? Who steals something knowing they want to sell it and they don't have a buyer? Like why risk it? So I think when people steal stuff that's super hot, they have a buyer, and then the buyer's like, "You idiot! Like that's too hot." Now everybody's on us. We have to like somehow do the transaction in 2 to 3 years, and then they got caught in like 2 to 3 years. Loot and no, you got away with it, Tato. You think it's the thrill of it? You think it's the thrill why you did? The guy has them only had 3 games. It was just I think that's probably he has the 3. It was I think you're right. I think you're right. The poor man. Somebody get the man's stop it, Daytona. Do not do that. But I can see so many people being like that. I can see so many people being like, oh man. And then you're gonna give that guy like your hard earned like $15 or whatever. And that dude is trying to rip off the insurance company. No, I don't buy it. I don't buy it for one bit. That the Mona Lisa only became famous because someone stole it. No one cared until that happened. Seriously? I did not know that. That's crazy. I didn't know that. When did they steal it? He was so close. He was only missing Mario 3 and Gyromite. Is that what it says? No. like the 2 most famous. Like He couldn't get Mario 3. That is a good question. Did y'all look it up which ones he was missing? Link to the Past on Super Nintendo was the game concurred every time I played it. I could really? That's one of the hardest. That gets actually voted one of the hardest. The Link to the Past. Well, like I said, my most excited game, if y'all cannot tell, probably Ocarina of Time remake. I am really looking forward to that. Is the first game where I theoretically did everything you could do in the game. That is the game. So there is like some sentimental thing for me to play. It's kind of like Star Fox. Like I actually still enjoying Star Fox, the remake of it. So if Ocarina of Time can give me like a similar feel to it, like I'll be happy about that. Melissa was stolen from the in Paris on. Oh, really? The Musée du Louvre. Did I say that right, Rebecca? Was my French on? Musée du Louvre. There's a Sherlock Holmes episode about that. Really? A Sherlock Hound? Is that like Wishbone? The painting was recovered more than 2 years later in December 1930. Ooh, right before the Great War. Good thing they tracked it down. I've been doing a lot of it's interesting. Like the earliest 20th century, there's so many like art heists. Like with the Nazis and stuff, there's a lot of stuff like where did the art go? Where did all these paintings go? Or like there's a room that they like stole a room and they can't find it. It's called the Ember Room. And like the Nazis took this like a room of ember and they took it and then no one can find it anymore. It's like a mystery. Like, where's the Ember Room? So, yeah, a lot of art was stolen at this time. All the way through. You haven't? Maybe this time, Soren. Definitely good enough. Is the remaster going to be to the original Switch? I don't think so. I think it's only on Switch 2. Smart, you need to get a Switch 2. Then we can do. I mean, if you're not gonna. Oh, I think I do have that. So here y'all go. Here you go. If you can stomach it, Mario Kart World Switch 2 bundle in September. After September, it's gonna be $50 more. Okay. So right now you can get the Mario Kart World bundle. Depending on where you can go, I think you can still get this thing for like $450. Definitely 500. Or buy used. I continue to say I think it's a great thing if you can find it used, like all the way. They took a room. Yeah, go look it up. The Ember Room. Go look up the Ember Room. It's like a mystery. I like that movie where they recover and preserve art during World War II. Which movie was that? Sherlock Holmes, but they're all dogs. Really? Oh. Well, I mean, Wishbone was like what? Jack Russell Terrier? And I think he acts as Sherlock Holmes. I'm sure there's a Sherlock Holmes with Wishbone as Sherlock. I'm sure there's a Wishbone episode where he's Sherlock Holmes. Yucky, the audacity. Well, what happened was, yeah, no, that's what happened. They took the room. There's no way I can explain it other than they took the room, and they nearly like the It was like, who was it? The Bavarians, the people who were like keeping it. They initially hid it, and then the Nazis found it, and the Nazis packed it up, and then they moved it. And no one knows what happened after it moved. They don't know if it got bombed. They don't know if it sunk in a ship. They don't know if it's still like in a different place. Like supposedly, like there's a lot of information that potentially, I want to say Amsterdam might have it. It's like a huge thing. It's like a huge thing. Monument Men. I'll have to watch it. Oh, you meant the audacity of Nintendo. I mean, they did give a warning. They did say this back in May. They did say it right. German soldiers dismantled the chamber made of amber panels, gold, and precious gems in 36 hours. The room was displayed in the Kronenberg Castle Museum, but it vanished near the end of World War II in 1945. Guess what Crow said. What Crow said. So they did put it up. So they did get it. But as the Allied forces were coming, they like it disappeared, right? Because I think the Russians have a claim to it. Like all these different groups have a claim to it, and they just don't know where it is. I think they do. I think someone does. You know, I think it's here's why my skepticism comes. Like just like this dude, I just don't believe people. Like if he says it's stolen, right? Like think about it. Oh, it's stolen. Well, I know, like you, because you value this thing at $100,000. I think you are trying to defraud people, right? So you can be like, look over there, and no one will look at you. I think the Ember Room is the same deal. Like they're like, oh, it's not here, but it's like right there. That's what I think. Modern day Kaliningrad, Russia. Do you think they melted it all down and burned it or something? This is because I don't know, but Lovi know about the Ember Room. So the theories are no, they didn't. They didn't melt it down. So this room was actually Frederick the Great's room. They said it was like beautiful. It's like all ember and gold, like Crow said, and they think like it may have got bombed. It may be in a different castle. It may have been on a ship that got sunk. They think like it never got lost at all. It just got moved temporarily. They think it still might be in a bunker that hasn't been discovered yet. A whole bunch of different things. Or at the bottom of the Baltic Sea. Yeah. But they checked at the sea. Like, I feel like you would find that much ember. You know, it's a ton. Here's the other thing. Like, I think like if it was treasure hunters would have already found it. You know what I mean? Like, instead of stealing stuff from the Louvre, go steal the Ember Room. Like, you know how much that would be worth? Be like tons of money. It's an Amber Room or Ember? It's an Amber Room? Yeah, it's probably Amber. Amber Room is in another castle. I see what you did there. What? It could have been. Some reports say 50,000, and apparently the person who did it knew the layout. What? They say it's $50,000? It's worth 50K? No. It's worth way more than 50K. Oh, you're saying the video game. You're saying the video game thing. I was like, there's no way the other ones are 50K. What do you mean knew the layout of this Nintendo console, this Nintendo Classic video game collection? They knew the layout of that? But it's like they knew the layout of his house because they did Dungeon and Dragons every Thursday? Of course. I don't think it's a mystery. I honestly don't think it's a mystery. It is in another castle. So, but yeah. Oh my goodness, we're at 11. We're at 11. All right, y'all. All right. I think we had fun today. But thank you all again for coming by. But like I always end these things. I don't care where you game, how you game, why you game, what you game on, how long you've been gaming. As long as you're gaming, you're good with me. And as always, this is Purple Haze, and the proof is in the playing. They stole a tennis match out of the master bedroom in the games. What? What? I don't even know what that means. All right, thanks. Take care, y'all. I'll see you next week. All right, later.